Yeah, I know we've got the RBC Heritage on the way, and obviously we'll get there in terms of our questions for our guy, Jason Sobel from the Action Network. But how could we not look back upon the Masters, especially a tournament, Jason, that produced one, the world's number one golfer, Scottie Scheffler, showing he's the number one golfer for a reason. I mean, it was practically a wire-to-wire win there at Augusta to come up with his first green jacket, and naturally Tiger Woods. You know, it was a great round one that kept him in the mix to be able to even compete over the weekend. I know the rest of the weekend didn't go the way he would have liked, but just the fact that we got to see Tiger out there on Sunday after what he had been through, an incredible story. Which one was bigger to you, though, Woods or Scheffler?
Well, first of all, Adam, it was a strange Masters. I've been calling it the inverted pyramid of Masters because I was out there on Monday afternoon, 5 p.m., practice round, Tiger with Justin Thomas and Fred Couples, and it was bananas. It looked like the back nine on Sunday, not the front nine on Monday afternoon. And so from there, it all sort of like it got a little less dramatic as the week wore on. Thursday was amazing. Tiger playing for the first time in individual competition for 17 months. Then we get to the weekend, and okay, there's a few guys in contention. Scottie Scheffler running away with it. By the time we reached the 13th tee on Sunday afternoon, it looked like Scottie Scheffler, as long as he didn't start playing like me or you, was going to win this thing. And so it sort of lacked some drama. In fact, each of the last three editions of the Masters have lacked drama. We've kind of sold our soul back in 2019 to get Tiger as the winner, and the golf gods are paying us back ever since then. That said, yeah, it was great to see Tiger back. But look, the winner is the story. Scottie Scheffler, what he's done is truly amazing. And the most impressive part of his recent run is that these four tournament wins in the last 2 months have been on four completely different golf courses, four completely different tournaments. And that's really impressive. I've always thought the best players in the world separate themselves for the next tier and that they can win any place, anytime. It's exactly what Scottie Scheffler is doing right now. Adam, if you had asked me a week ago, who's the best player in the world, I would have said, look, Scottie Scheffler's number one. He's deserving of being number one. It's an algorithm. It put him there. I'm fine with that. But I still, John Rahm's a little bit better. Colin Morikawa is better. Maybe Justin Thomas, just as far as best, whatever you call that. Now, if you ask me the best player in the world, it is indeed, right now, Scottie Scheffler.
Segues nicely, Jason, into our next question. And I don't want to dismiss the RBC Heritage. We will get there, I promise. But the next major is the PGA Championship. And already there are odds out on the DraftKings Sportsbook. And it's still the world's number two, former number one, Jon Rahm at plus 1,100, who is the favorite to win that tournament, not the guy that you have, you consider and everybody else mathematically considers the world's number one, Scottie Scheffler. Should anybody be favored ahead of Scheffler right now?
No. He's the number one player in the world. He's won 4 times in the past 2 months. Jon Rahm has won once in the last 12 months. Now, of course, Scottie Scheffler should be the favorite, but I know how you guys do it, Adam. You guys over at DraftKings and the other books, hey, we're going to put Jon Rahm as the favorite, and then it's going to be on every website and every newspaper in the country, and people are going to be going, wow, Jon Rahm's favorite over Scottie Scheffler? That's interesting news. Well, and it's free PR for you guys. So I get how you guys do this. You're going to cut this out of the segment. You're not even going to air this, what I'm saying right now. But look, to be honest, it's very, very close. It should be close. It is close. We'll see what the public has to say. And my guess is that might change by the time we get to Southern Hills next month.
Okay, let's talk about that. We've got the RBC Heritage on the way here, and obviously it's not the same field that you get for a major. There's no shock there. I mean, all these tournaments, they could be described that way. But top three in terms of odds, you've got Justin Thomas, talked about him, obviously. Colin Morikawa, you obviously have Patrick Cantlay in the mix as well. Do you have an eye on any of these guys, or is there someone maybe closer to the top aside from these three that you do like?
Yeah, it's not a field like we had at the Masters, of course, but it's a pretty good field that we've got going on this week. Those guys, Dustin Johnson just below them, Shane Lowry, Cameron Smith. I mean, there are a lot of really good players in this field. I haven't seen the numbers, but I'm guessing it's maybe the strongest as far as strength of field at Harbour Town that we've seen in the past decade. And so I look at those players. Yeah, JT's ready to pop. We say this every time you and I talk. JT is going to win one week, and he's going to win by 10, and it's all just going to, the birdies are going to come pouring out of him. So, yeah, it's hard not to like JT. Colin Morikawa, who finished the top 5 at Augusta National, but was never really in contention. Didn't have the mental grind of, playing, trying to contend for a title. He kind of came from behind a little bit on Sunday. And, I hate the term backdoor top 5. That's really quite kind of what it was backdoor top 5 for Morikawa. He should suit this course really well. Also, I like him. It's hard not to like any of these guys at the top. They're also good that if they're on their games, they can certainly win this golf tournament.
Let's dip down the odds board a bit then. How about a long shot that you like?
Yeah, there are plenty of long shots. Depends how long we want to go with our long shots. I'll give you Maverick McNeely at about 55 to 1, who, quite frankly, I was surprised at how long his price was this week. I'm guessing just based on the fact that there were some bigger names at the top that pushed him further down the board. And I think that's a really good number for a guy who's got a high floor and an increasingly high ceiling. I think he could play really good golf this week. Some other names, Mito Pereira, I think has a little win equity, won 3 times on the Corn Ferry last season. Denny McCarthy should suit this golf course really well. And then one from out left field a little bit. He's 180 to 1 on DraftKings, I believe, right now. Matthew Neesmith, South Carolina native, really good ball striker, 33rd on the PGA Tour in strokes gained on approach shots so far this season. Spoke with him on my SiriusXM PGA Tour radio show, Hitting the Green, a couple of weeks ago. He said, if you're going to take me anywhere during the year, take me at Harbour Town for the RBC Heritage. He loves this place.
How about some fades that maybe jump out at you, perhaps after a grueling Masters performance?
There's not much, but boy, Jordan Spieth, if he can't get it going at Augusta National, which is his favorite golf course and a place where he's played so well over the years, then I'm not sure he's going to get it going the week afterwards. I'm not all out on Jordan Spieth, but I'm certainly not all in. And so I won't be chasing him until I see something better from him moving forward. I do think that there's a short-term fix. I don't believe this is a long-term issue for Spieth, but right now I'm going to stay away from him.
Okay. RBC Heritage. Who is going to win this thing, Jason?
Apparently he's a popular play, and he opened up at 70 to 1. He's down to 50 to 1. A lot of people like him, and for good reason. He led the field in ball striking last week at Augusta National. This course suits him way better. Kevin Na. I think it's a really smart play this week. 14th at the Masters. He's finished in the top 10 5 times in 15 career starts at the RBC Heritage. I can see him wearing that plaid jacket by the end of the week.
Very good. Jason Sobel from the Action Network. And if you hadn't heard, the man's got a Sirius XM radio show as well. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
Thank you.